Hello, PaddleStrong. Welcome to practice number 3. Great work last week. We really did a good job on the first 3 elements of the stroke. We now theoretically have a good setup, a good extension, and a good catch. The rest of our stroke is really crummy, but who cares about pulling our paddle through the water? As long as we look good before we do it. Just joking. I think we're at least mediocre at all that other stuff. So today, we get a lot better than mediocre at phase 4, which is the press phase. I call it the press phase. Some coaches call it the pull phase. I call it the press phase. Before we do that, we have to go over something that I introduced last week, and it was a balanced stroke. And we need to have a really clear understanding of what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is, here's a commandment for us. Whatever one side of our body does, the opposite side does the opposite. Exhibit A. This shoulder and this shoulder are always opposite. Hopefully this visual shows you that they are always opposite. You might be going, of course, that's just natural. Then why do so many people paddle like this? This is the incorrect way of paddling. If the shoulders are going in the same direction, we are doing something wrong. Opposites are always opposite. If you focus now on my hips, same idea. Opposites are always opposite. Okay? I'm going to paddle a little bit, emphasizing the press phase, and hopefully you're going to see this. Okay? Where my left side goes, my right side goes the opposite. That's a balanced stroke. So many dragon boaters talk about, oh, I'm going to be off balance, I'm going to be off balance, I'm going to be off balance. There's a certain amount of truth to that. Obviously, when you're a left paddler, your left side is doing slightly different work than your right side is. But if you have a balanced stroke, you're going to have a balanced body. Work your whole body. Work your right toenails. Work your left eyelash. Okay, make sure everything is contributing, and you're going to be fine. So, today's exercise is the push phase, or the push-pull phase of the stroke. For me, it's primarily the push phase. Why is it the push phase? Because the pull phase comes naturally. If I just gave you a paddle, put it in your hand, you had no knowledge, you would naturally pull from your left side. So we've got that down. We can just kind of put a check mark there and assume we got it. Let's think about pushing. Let's think about activating the inside of our body. Let's make sure we're pushing that paddle through the water. Pressure from here, pressure from here, pressure from here, pressure from here. Push that paddle through the water. Push that paddle through the water. Rely on your instincts and your history from the pull side. Okay? That being said, when we're pulling, move this hip, move the paddle side hip. We're going to pull a long stroke, get our paddle all the way back to the hip. Move the hip, make it challenging for the paddle to get all the way to the hip. Okay? Let's bring Ariel in and show you the exercise for today. Okay, Ariel's here to demonstrate our exercise for today to make sure we have a great push phase, or phase 4, element 4 to our stroke. The exercise today is called push recover. Push recover. Some of us may have done this drill before and learned it as push pull. We're going to call it push recover, push recover. Essentially, the drill is very simple. Ariel's paddle never leaves the water. Her paddle's in the water the whole time. When I say push, she pushes it all the way back to her hip. When I say recover, she recovers it forward through the water to the starting point. I'll get out of the way and Ariel will take over. Ready. Paddle never leaves the water. It's staying in the water the whole time. Push. Recover. Push. Recover. Push. Recover. Push. Recover. Thank you, Ariel. Notice that she had really good balance when she did that. If we do this today, it's gonna be a hard workout. We're gonna feel it through our core, and we're gonna get stronger at the push phase of our stroke. Let's have a balanced stroke. Let's use the opposite side of our body really well. And we're gonna do push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. Okay, our workout for today is press, recover times 5, press, recover times 10, press, recover times 15. So we're gonna spend a lot of time really working on our press phase. Then we're gonna actually start to move the boat, but we're gonna go front half for 30 seconds, back half for 30 seconds. Low stroke rate, focusing on our press phase. So front half 30, back half 30 times 10. That means 10 minutes of paddling. You paddle for half of it every other 30 seconds and then take a break. We'll do that 10-minute cycle again. So front half, back half times 10, do that 2 times. The last phase is we're all gonna paddle together, but all we're gonna do is we're gonna do 10 strokes. 10 perfect strokes, heavy, good press phase, and then the boat will glide. We'll let it run for about 20 seconds, and then we'll do it again. And we'll do that as many times as possible. We're never going past the 10 stroke mark because we want heavy water, heavy, slow water to reinforce a really good press phase. That's our workout for today. Rock and roll, party on.